Hello everyone, welcome to Career Training Solutions. We are at session 9 of time, speed and distance. As a part of this topic, we will be solving problems on boats and streams in this session. This session is continuation of our previous session where we discussed concepts of boats and streams, and link for the particular video is given in the description. Let's enter into our first question now. The speed of boat when traveling downstream is 32 km per hour, whereas when traveling upstream it is 28 km per hour. What is speed of the boat in still water and speed of the stream? Now speed of the boat in downstream is 32 km per hour. So when boat moving along the stream, it's 32 km per hour. And when boat is moving against the stream, we call that upstream, so which is 28 km per hour. So with this we have to find speed of the boat in still water as well as speed of the stream separately. Now we know speed of the boat in downstream is nothing but club of both boat speed as well as stream speed, and upstream is nothing but boat speed minus stream speed. Now if you want to find speed of the boat in still water, boat equal to speed of boat equal to half of downstream plus upstream, which we discussed in our previous session. So half of downstream plus upstream is nothing but 32 plus 28, 60. So half of 60 is 30 km per hour. So 30 km per hour is nothing but speed of the boat in still water. Similarly, if you want to find speed of the stream, stream speed equal to half of downstream minus upstream. So half of 32 minus 28 gives you 4. So half of 4 is 2 km per hour. So 2 km per hour is nothing but speed of the stream. Now if you want to find downstream value, just sum boat speed as well as stream speed. 30 plus 2 you get 32, and 30 minus 2 it's 28 km per hour, which is upstream speed. Hope you understood the problem, right? Moving to our second question. A man takes 3 hours 45 minutes to row a boat 15 km downstream of a river and 2 hours 30 minutes to cover a distance of 5 km upstream. Find the speed of the river current in km per hour. The actual distance is not provided for us. A man takes 3 hours 45 minutes to row a boat 15 km downstream of a river. So a boat can cover 15 km in downstream if it travels 3 hours and 45 minutes. So it could cover 15 km. Now 3 hours 45 minutes can be converted into hours. So 3 hours is nothing but 3 hours. 45 minutes is 45 by 60 hours. So when we cancel we get 3 by 4 hours. So 3 by 4 hours is nothing but 4 3s are 12, 12 plus 3 15. It's 15 by 4 hours. So in 15 by 4 hours a boat can cover 15 km. So you can, with this you can easily find speed of the boat in downstream. So speed is distance by time. So here distance is 15 km and time is 15 by 4 hours. So when we cancel we get 4 km per hour. So 4 km per hour is nothing but speed of the boat in downstream. Similarly, it covers 5 km in 2 hours and 30 minutes upstream. So when a boat travels in upstream, it could cover 5 km in 2.5 hours. So 2.5 hours is nothing but 5 by 2 hours. So in 5 by 2 hours, it could cover 5 km. So in 1 hour, it could cover how many kilometers? Speed equal to distance by time. So here distance is 5 km and time is 5 by 2 hours. So which is 2 km per hour. So we can say speed of the boat in upstream is 2 km per hour. Now our question is we have to find speed of the river current. So you have to find speed of the stream. So if you want to find speed of the stream, now you have downstream value as well as upstream value. With this you can easily find speed of the current. So speed of the stream is half of downstream minus upstream. So here downstream is 4 and upstream is 2. So half of 4 minus 2 is 2. So half of 2 is 1 km per hour. So 1 km per hour is nothing but speed of the river or speed of the stream. Hope you understood the concept, right? Moving to our third question. The speed of a motorboat is that of current of water as 36:5. The boat goes along with the current in 5 hours and 10 minutes. How much time will it take to come back? The information provided in the question for us is speed of the boat and speed of the stream in the ratio 36:5. Speed of the boat is 36 parts and speed of the stream is 5 parts. The boat goes along with the current in 5 hours and 10 minutes. See, the boat could cover a distance in 5 hours and 10 minutes if it goes along the stream. That is, in downstream it will cover the distance in 5 hours and 10 minutes. So 10 minutes can be written as 10 by 60 hours. When we cancel, we get 5 1 by 6. So 6 into 5 30, 30 plus 1 31 by 6 hours. So in 31 by 6 hours, the boat could cover the distance in downstream. Now we have to find the same boat will cover the distance in upstream in how many hours. So you have to find time taken by the boat to cover the same distance in upstream. Now we know boat speed is 36 parts and stream speed is 5 parts. So 36 plus 5 is nothing but speed of the boat in downstream. See, boat speed plus stream speed is nothing but speed of the boat in downstream, right? So 36 plus 5 is nothing but 41 parts. So 41 parts is nothing but speed of the boat in downstream. Similarly, speed of the boat in upstream is 36 minus 5, which is 31 parts. Now in both downstream and upstream, the boat is covering the same distance. We know when the distance is constant, speed is inversely proportional to time. So here downstream speed and upstream speed in the ratio 41 is to 31. So downstream time and upstream time will be in the ratio 31 is to 41 parts. 31 parts is to 41 parts. Now we found time taken by the boat to cover the distance in downstream is 31 by 6 hours. So this is time taken by boat in downstream, and which is nothing but 31 parts. So if 31 parts is 31 by 6 hours, then 41 parts will be 41 by 6 hours, right? 41 by 6 hours. So when we cross multiply, 31 equal to 31 by 6 and 41 equal to x, when you cross multiply, you get 41 by 6 hours. So 41 by 6 hours is nothing but 5 by 6 hours. So this 5 by 6 hours can be converted into minutes. So you can say 6 hours solid and 5 by 6 hours can be converted into 5 by 6 into 60. So 5 into 10, 50. So 6 hours and 50 minutes. So time taken by the same boat to cover the distance in upstream is 6 hours and 50 minutes. Let me repeat the same question one more time. So here speed of boat and speed of stream is 36 is to 5. So we know speed of boat and speed of stream sum is nothing but speed of the boat in downstream, which is 36 plus 5, 41 parts. So speed of the boat in upstream is 36 minus 5, which is 31 parts. So in question it is clearly given the boat goes along with the current in 5 hours and 10 minutes. So when the boat moves along the stream, it will cover the distance in 5 10 by 60 hours. So 5 10 by 60 hours can be written into 31 by 6 hours. So it will cover the distance in 31 by 6 hours. So while boat moving in downstream, it will take 31 by 6 hours to cover the distance. And we know speed is inversely proportional to time when the distance is constant. We know speed of boat in downstream is 41 parts and speed of boat in upstream is 31 parts. So 41 is to 31 can be inverted into 31 is to 41 when it comes to time. So time taken by the boat to cover in downstream and time taken by the boat to cover in upstream is 31 is to 41 parts. Now we found time taken by boat to cover in downstream is 31 by 6 hours. So if 31 parts is 31 by 6 hours, 41 parts will be 41 by 6 hours. So 41 by 6 hours can be written into 6 hours and 50 minutes. So 6 hours and 50 minutes is nothing but time taken by boat to cover the same distance in upstream. Hope you understood the problem, right? Moving to our next question. A man can row 7.5 km per hour in still water. If in a river running at 1.5 km an hour, it takes him 50 minutes to row to a place and back. How far is the place? A man can row 7.5 km in still water. It means speed of the boat is 7.5 km per hour. And stream speed is 1.5 km per hour. Now he is covering the entire journey from A to B as well as B to A. So in round trip he could cover the distance in 50 minutes. It means imagine the speed of stream is 1.5 km per hour and speed of the boat is 7.5 km per hour. So starting point be A and ending point B. So from A to B as well as from B to A, he could cover the entire journey in 50 minutes. So he is traveling both in downstream as well as in upstream. So here you have to find the distance between A and B. So we are going to use the basic formula, the time equal to distance by speed. So here the total time taken by the man to cross the distance is 50 minutes. See, in 50 minutes he could cross from A to B as well as B to A. So it's a round journey, right? It's a round trip. So in 50 minutes he will cover the distance D with the speed 7.5 plus 1.5 in downstream, right? So in downstream you have to add both speed as well as stream speed. 7.5 plus 1.5 you get 9 km per hour while traveling in downstream. Similarly, from B to A, the distance is same d. But while traveling in upstream, here you have to subtract boat speed minus stream speed. 7.5 minus 1.5, you get 6. So convert this minutes to hour by dividing it by 60. So when you cancel, 5 by 6 equal to d by 9 plus d by 6. So while taking LCM for 6, 9 and 6, you get 18. So here you have to multiply this by 3. So 3 into 5 by 3 into 6. And here d into 2 by 9 into 2 plus d into 3 by 6 into 3. So 18, 18, 18 cancel. So 3 into 5, 15, 2d plus 3d. 5d equal to 15. So distance is nothing but 3 km. So 3 km is distance between A and B. Hope you understood the concept right. Moving to last question of the session. A boatman rows to a place 45 km distance and back in 20 hours. He finds that he can row 12 km with the stream, in the same time 4 km against the stream. Find the speed of the stream. Distance between starting and ending point is 45 km. A boatman rows to a place 45 km distance and back in 20 hours. So from A to B it's 45 km, from B to A again it's 45 km. So totally this 90 km as a round trip will be covered by the boatman in 20 hours. So in 20 hours he could cover both upstream and downstream. He find that he can row 12 km with the stream. In the same time he covers only 4 km against the stream. So in downstream the boatman find he could travel 12 km, during the same time he could cover only 4 km. So we can say downstream and upstream is 12:4, or we can say it's in the ratio 3:1. See, the boatman could cover only 12 km in a particular time, during the same time he could cover only 4 km against the stream in upstream. So we can say downstream and upstream in the ratio 3:1. So here distance is constant, right? So if distance is constant, we can say speed is inversely proportional to time. So here downstream time and upstream time will be in the ratio 1:3. Time taken by the boatman to cover the distance in downstream and time taken by the boatman to cover the same distance in upstream will be in the ratio 1:3. See, he covered the complete entire distance in 20 hours, right? So this 20 hours is nothing but 1 plus 3, 4 parts. So in downstream it's 1 part, in upstream it's 3 parts. So 1 plus 3, it's 4 parts. So 4 parts is nothing but 20 hours. So 1 part is 5 hours. So downstream time is 1 part. So it's 5 parts. So in 5 hours, the boatman will travel the distance 45 km. In upstream again it's 45 km, but here he will consume 3 into 5, 15 hours. Now with this you can easily find speed of boat in downstream as well as speed of the boat in upstream. So here the total distance is 45 km. So distance by time is nothing but speed. So this 45 km will be covered by the boatman in 5 hours. So we can say the speed is nothing but 9 km per hour. Similarly, here it's 45 by 15. So 45 by 15 is 3 km per hour. So this is speed of boat in downstream and this one is speed of boat in upstream. Now you have to find speed of the stream. So if you want to find speed of the stream, we know downstream speed as well as upstream speed. So half into, it's 9 km per hour. So 9 minus 3. So downstream minus upstream. 9 minus 3 is nothing but 6. So half of 6 is nothing but 3. So 3 km per hour is nothing but speed of the boat in, speed of the stream. Hope you understood the concept, right? So stay connected with CareerD Training Solutions. In upcoming videos, I try to put some more problems based on boats and streams. Until that, stay connected with CareerD Training Solutions. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.